All right, let's talk about the new rules of marketing. Why? Because AI has already come in and completely rewritten the playbook. So, let's dive into exactly how the game has changed and what it all means for you.
Okay, let's kick things off with a number that should really make you sit up: 527%. According to the latest data, that's the insane growth in referral traffic from AI platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity. And get this, that's in just 5 months. This isn't a small ripple, my friends, it's a full-on tidal wave.
And look, that number tells you everything you need to know. This isn't just another passing trend. It's a deep, fundamental shift in how people behave online. Users are now going to AI chatbots for really personal, complex questions. Stuff about their health, their finances, you name it. So for marketers like us, this means the game is no longer just about traditional search engines.
So how in the world do you navigate this new landscape? Well, the key is to stop thinking of AI as some kind of threat and start seeing it for what it is, a team of super-powered assistants. These are your new co-pilots, and they're here to handle all the grunt work so you can focus on what we humans do best: strategy and creativity.
Think about it like this. A great AI copilot is like having a tireless research assistant or a junior copywriter on standby 24/7. It takes care of all those repetitive data-heavy tasks, which frees you up to think about the big picture. So let's go ahead and meet a few of these new teammates.
So first up, let's meet the content creator. And this AI teammate is designed to tackle one of the most, time-consuming parts of marketing, right? Producing amazing content and lots of it.
You've got tools like ChatGPT, which are absolutely amazing for just brainstorming ideas and getting rough drafts down on paper. Then you have something like Jasper, which can take it a step further and generate really polished, on-brand articles. And for all you performance marketers, Copy.ai is a beast for crafting high-converting ad copy. We're talking about tasks that used to take hours, now done in minutes.
All right, next up we have the designer. And this one is a real game changer because it's making visual content creation accessible to literally everyone. No design degree required.
I mean, with something like Canva's Magic Studio, you can just type a simple text prompt and get back images, videos, even on-brand templates. This means anyone on your team can crank out professional-looking visuals, keeping your campaigns looking sharp and cohesive without having to wait on an agency.
And finally, we get to the most advanced teammate of them all, the strategist. This is the AI that helps with the really heavy lifting, the data analysis and the automation.
So take HubSpot AI, for example. It can look at all your leads and actually predict which ones are most likely to convert. It can then personalize your email campaigns at a massive scale, and then it gives you intelligent analytics to see exactly what's working. It's basically your command center, turning all that raw data into smart, automated campaigns.
So these new AI teammates, they're incredibly powerful. But what's really happening here is that they're not just changing how we work, they're changing the entire field we're playing on. And nowhere is that more obvious than the seismic shift that's happening in search.
And what's so fascinating is that Google is kind of running two different AI shows at the same time. On one hand, you've got AI Mode, which is pretty brand friendly. It features brands about 90% of the time, it's relatively stable. But then you have AI Overviews, and that's a whole different story. It's way more volatile, featuring brands less than half the time. Winning in one doesn't mean you'll win in the other.
In the impact, it's real. We're talking a 32% drop in the click-through rate for that coveted #1 spot on Google since these AI Overviews rolled out. Think about that. That top spot that we have all fought tooth and nail for over the past decade, it's just not worth what it used to be.
Okay, so we've seen the mind-blowing potential and we've seen the massive disruption. But now, it's time for a little reality check. We really need to separate the hype from what's actually happening on the ground, because it's not all smooth sailing and crazy growth.
And this might shock you. According to a recent study from MIT, get this, 95% of organizations saw zero return on their AI investments. That's right, billions of dollars are being poured into this stuff, and most pilot projects are just failing to deliver any real results. It seems the technology alone just isn't enough.
So all of this brings us to the big question, right? The one that's probably on a lot of your minds. With all this power, is AI really just a co-pilot that's here to help us out, or is it coming for our jobs?
Well, the CEO of Amazon Web Services, Matt Garman, he had a pretty blunt take on this. He recently said that replacing entry-level employees with AI is, and I'm quoting here, one of the dumbest things he's heard. And his logic is solid. Those junior team members,
they're your future leaders, and they're often the best people to figure out how to use these new tools. The point is clear. AI is here to augment people, not replace them.
And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In this new era, the only thing that's certain is change. The tools, the platforms, the way users behave, it's all evolving at a dizzying speed. So the most important question for any of us today is this: is your strategy built to adapt, or is it on a path to become obsolete?